It's been almost exactly 51 weeks since I first made a video about the redesigned Kona Electric, but we finally found out pricing, specs, and trim level differentiation for the US market. So if you want to find out all the details about the upcoming 2024 Kona Electric, then stay tuned. With winter fast approaching, now is the best time to purchase some all-weather floor mats from today's sponsor, Ioniq. Ioniq is a Maryland-based company selling high-quality, laser-measured floor mats at a great price. They're made from TPE, which is a mixture of rubber and plastic, so they offer traction and flexibility as well as strength when you need to remove them, so you're not going to dump their contents all over your floor. If you've ever owned floor mats from, say, WeatherTech, then you know those are made from a much harder material that tends to warp over time. Not with Ioniq. They also feature a simple and classy looking pattern with a lip around the entire footwell so liquids won't spread around and get on your carpeting. I've been using their front and rear floor mats as well as trunk and rear seat liners for over a year now, and they've held up admirably. So these floor mats have gotten the Ioniq seal of approval, and when anybody asks which floor mats to buy, I always recommend Ioniq. Available on their website or Amazon through the links in the description. Hey everybody, it's the Ioniq Guy. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. My name is Corbin. I cover all things Hyundai, Kia, Genesis, EV related. So yeah, today we're talking 2024 Kona Electric. This car's been on sale in other markets for a few months now, and it's finally starting to hit US shores in the next couple of weeks. And up until now, we were pretty clueless on what the pricing structure and trim levels were going to look like. But now we have all those details. So pricing for this new designed Kona Electric is more or less in line with the existing Kona Electric, that being the 2023 model year. If you were somebody who wanted to get the cheapest version of the Kona Electric, you might be a little bit let down. And that's because there are still three trim levels. There's the SE, the SEL, and the limited trim, just like with most Hyundai products. But for 2024, the lowest level SE trim is now coming with a smaller motor as well as a smaller battery pack, yielding only about 200 miles of range versus about 260 for the SEL in limited trims. But there are some big upgrades to the car, which was already starting to look pretty dated, so you can look at it from two different ways. Like I've gone over before, it is still remaining a front-wheel drive only vehicle, no all-wheel drive option. So the pricing structure is as follows. The base model SE trim with that 133 horsepower electric motor and 200 miles of range is going to sticker for $32,675 before destination. The destination fees are $1,335. Now the SE trim is about $1,000 cheaper, but you're giving up a lot of range for that $1,000. With the end of the year coming, as well as the 2024s, there's going to be some really good discounts on the current Kona Electrics. Stepping up to the SEL trim with the bigger 65 kilowatt hour battery pack and bigger 201 horsepower electric motor, that's going to sticker for $36,675 before that $1,335 destination fee. The SEL trim is dropping about $600 in MSRP. And then at the top trim limited level, we have all sorts of nice add-ons above the SEL, and that's going to sticker for $41,045 before destination. Now that's a drop of almost $500 in price. So I'm not going to go over all the specs. I will tell you guys some of the standout upgrades for the 2024 model year. And that's going to be, first of all, charging speeds have increased significantly. The Kona Electric is now going to be capable of 100 kilowatts of DC fast charging ability. The current Kona Electric is only capable of about 77, 78 kilowatts. And it charges from 10 to 80% in about 47 minutes. New as well is a standard 11 kilowatt onboard charger, which means you will be able to utilize a 48 amp charger with this vehicle, so you'll be able to add a lot of mileage relatively quickly. The Kona Electric also has Hyundai's brand new infotainment system, and you know what that means? Wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are finally standard on this vehicle. Thank the freaking Lord. This car is also full of USB-C ports, which is also nice. The new Kona also comes with iPedal, which is something it hasn't had up until now. Previous versions of the Kona will almost come to a stop, but not quite completely, just using the accelerator. And I'm really excited about that because I cannot deal with not having one pedal driving at this point. I've been driving the Ioniq 5 for too long in one pedal drive mode that I just can't accept anything otherwise. And like the Ioniq 6, the new Kona Electric will be capable of over-the-air updates to the powertrain as well as other modules that control the vehicle. So like a Tesla, it can be kept up to date with more frequency. The limited trim, though, is where all of the goodies that most people really want are going to live. So you've got Hyundai Digital Key 2, which means you can use your phone to unlock, lock, and start your vehicle. Wireless charging, 8-speaker Bose sound system, heated steering wheel, ventilated seats, ambient interior lighting, the fake leather seats, surround view camera, blind spot cameras, and parking collision avoidance assist, which if you're going to back up into something will stop the car on your behalf. Hyundai's also offering the Kona Electric in some really fun colors. There's some bright yellowish greens. There's some like kind of periwinkle blues. There's also kind of like an almost avocado type of green. Thinking about like a 1950s refrigerator. This car is very well equipped though. It's much more well equipped than my fiance's 2021 base model Kona Electric that we're actually getting ready to trade in within the next few months. And I have been talking with my local dealership, and I'm really considering trading hers in a little bit early to get the 2024 Kona Electric Limited trim. This will be her car, but she really likes the smaller footprint of the Kona Electric versus even my car, the Ioniq 5. So this would be an ideal car for her. Even though it has gotten bigger versus the 2023, it's still not that much bigger that it's gonna feel completely different to drive. But we already have an Ioniq 5, so DC fast charging speeds on road trips aren't really that big of a hassle because if we go anywhere, we usually take the Ioniq 5. So I've got some options showing up at my dealership in the next couple weeks. I'd obviously do a wrap up on the 2023 Kona Electric before we trade it in. But yeah, my mom's been driving my fiance's Kona Electric for the last few months while she's been living in Minnesota doing her residency, and my mom absolutely loves it. She was coming from a 2012 Ford Fusion, and it's just night and day for her. And this is somebody who's never driven an EV before, but she absolutely loves it. So yeah, that's the 2024 Kona Electric. Very excited to possibly get my hands on it relatively soon. But yeah, if you guys liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Check out my store if you need some accessories for Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, or Genesis GV60. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.